Life. Oh my God, man! I tell you, man, this is why I do this. Okay, this is why I do this because every day I get up, every day you wake up, there is always something that's going to make you laugh, like make your day. He's arguing with me over. He's arguing with me over his own investments. Anyways, guys, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are you are free to do whatever you like with your money. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First we check at 24 hours market performance. After that we'll look at prices in details, and right after that we check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? I know, right? I know that's what people want to do. Everybody want to buy Lambos. Anyways, guys, yeah. Before we get on to that, guys, like I said at the beginning, it's your investments, it's your life, it's your money. Why are you arguing with me about your own money? I say it even at the beginning of every video. You can do whatever you like with your money. Guys, listen, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not that. The same thing. My investments, my risk, my money. I don't have to discuss it with you. I don't have to. Okay, I could be greedy just like everybody. The difference is that, listen, I could be greedy just like everybody else and not show you what I'm doing, make my own money and throw it on your face like, hey, I'm rich. I could do that, but that's not the kind of person I am. Okay, I am using, guys, I'm showing you my investments, okay, the way I'm getting my investment, so that those of you who feel the same like me, those of you, I'm not saying you have to discuss your investment with me. No, I'm showing you my methods, okay? The way I'm doing it. That way, if you feel like it, if you find some kind of sense into it, that it is working for me, and you want to try that, maybe it's gonna work for you, then you go ahead. You go ahead. Nobody, like I keep saying it every time, and time is gonna come, okay? We're not far away from it. Give it a couple months and you will see. Give it a couple months and you will see. Okay, I usually use examples of things that have happened. Do you imagine? Okay, because my mindset when it comes to Casper and the way I want to do things, I'll give you a little example. Put yourself in a situation when in 2010 you have $1,000. Let's just say you have $1,000 in 2010, and you decide, you know what, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin. I'm gonna buy Bitcoin 2010, and then you put your mindset saying, you know what, I'm not gonna sell that Bitcoin until it hits $120,000. Okay, let's just say you do that, and all of a sudden we are now sitting at $120,000 and you decide to sell it. How much money do you think you would have made? If you put the numbers together, my friend, you would have had over $20 billion. Billion with a B. Go do your numbers. Because in 2009, 2010, Bitcoin was less than what? I can't even, it was very cheap, not even 10 cents or less than that when it started. And 1,000 of them would have given you how many millions of coins? You see, that is the same situation you're looking at right now when it comes to Casper. And I keep telling guys, I know somebody's gonna come in the comment section and ask me if I'm selling my Casper. I know it's gonna happen. I keep telling you, I am not selling my Casper. Even if it hits $10, I am not selling it. I have other ways of making money, so I don't have the necessity. I don't have how you say it, I don't have to sell it. Even if Casper hits $10 today, I am not selling my Casper. My leverage trades, maybe, yeah, my leverage, I have to close them, or else I will have to ride the entire bear market. So yeah, I will close my leverage trade. But if you put that perspective, imagine today you buy Casper. Let's say, I usually tell you guys 10,000 Caspers. Imagine you buy 10,000 Caspers today. And 10 years down the line, that thing goes to $200. Would you ever remember that it was once 8 cents, 9 cents? Would you ever remember? But the problem is not buying it and hold it until 10 years or 11, 15 years, whatever. That's not the problem. The problem is your conviction. The problem is, are you able to hold that 10,000 Caspers until Casper hits to that price that you want it to hit? That is the problem. As a matter of fact, like I told you in one of my other videos, I bought Bitcoin 3,500 each, 30 of them. And because I have that conviction, because I have that mentality, okay, that like I want generational wealth. I want generational wealth. I do not just want to be rich. I have seen Bitcoin go from 3,000 to 20 grand. I never sold. I've seen 20 grand to 70 grand. I've never sold. 70 grand to 120 grand most recently. I've never sold. It's simple. The reason for that is that simple. I want generational wealth. I know that Bitcoin right now compared to Casper, Bitcoin sucks, because soon enough, when I say it, it sounds a little bit like that. But soon enough, you will understand what I mean. But Bitcoin still has that hype. Institutions are buying in, governments, they are buying in. Everybody else is just looking at those green candles. That's why I call it green candle chasers. Everybody else is looking at, oh yeah, Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million. What they don't know, before Bitcoin reaches that million, those faults are going to start showing in those cracks. It will. That's why, for me, I think by the time Bitcoin hits that 300,000 to 500,000, I am out. Sold to the highest bidder. Sold to the highest bidder. Now, if you circle back to Casper, 8 cents. How many of you are willing to buy 10,000 Casper today and hold for 2 bull runs in a row without selling it? How many? Because I guarantee you that 2 bull runs from now, that thing might be knocking at $100 or $200. A lot of people are saying, yeah, but where's the money gonna come from? Why is this and that gonna come from? Guys, you need to look at Casper the way I look at it. Any other blockchain, let's say Solana, Crashilandia, Sui, Hackylandia, Cardano, Raccoon, all of them, they had to start their ecosystem from zero. There were no activities, there was nothing, from zero. That is why it took them so long to try to get to where they are today. Casper, on the other side, the ecosystem is already built. The ecosystem is already built. That's why I told you guys the real Bitcoin is called Casper. Now, once the smart contracts go live, you are going to see that mass migration. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 projects. You are about to see the mass migration going from wherever they are from Solana, Hackylandia, Ethereum, whatever. You are about to see that mass migration into Casper. The ecosystem is already there. Once that mass migration starts to happen, you know what? Casplex, they announced their testnet. Go look at it. Go look at the activities on Casplex right now. We are talking about 4 to 5 million swaps. Well, not just the swaps alone. 4 to 5 million. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, all of them combined. They have never ever hit those numbers. Go look and compare. But Casper on testnet, just testnet, 4 to 5 million transactions in 24 hours. I'm telling you, man, guys, you guys just sitting there like you're about to get caught with your pants down. You're about to get caught because everybody else is just looking at it and nobody's paying attention. Guys, if you start looking at the entire market, that's why I told you, for me, you've got to pay attention. July, August, yeah, September, maybe, yeah, let's just say September is included, because the entire market is going to run. Bitcoin is calling up for that monumental jump from where we are right now to that 150, 160,000. That's where it is running to. So yeah, the entire market, all the coins, everything is going to run. But Casper, my friends, Casper, between now and the end of the year, you are going to see Casper is going to outperform a lot. Right now, it's even outperforming everything. That's why from $1 to $3 is very possible between now to the end of the year. But for me, because when you look at the development stages of Casper, Casplex goes live, Eager Lab goes live, Sparkle goes live. You have Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, all of them listing this thing. I believe Casper is the only one running by 2026. And that is why if you look at all those development, you start to see that $10 is possible. A lot of people are going to sell at 40 cents, 50 cents. Some people, I even hear some people saying the top is at $2, $3. A lot of people are going to sell. But yeah, me, I'm not selling none of my Casper. Therefore, that is my investment. That is my decision to make. Now, you can do whatever you want. You are free. If you want to hold it for the next 2 bull run, great. If you want to sell it tomorrow at 10 cents, great. If you want if you bought the top at 20 cents and now you are 50% below and you want to cut your losses, great. That is up to you. But one thing I'm telling you guys, generational wealth, okay? Generational wealth does not come that easy. Generational wealth is not something you get from getting up and tomorrow is there. No. That is why, as a good example, people who win the lottery. Have you ever seen somebody who won the lottery and then next year he's working at McDonald's? You ever seen that? There is a lot of history, like a lot of stories out there of lottery winners that either they fucked up so bad they are nowhere to be found, or they've crossed the bridge to meet the Lord, or they are back to worse than where they started. Because again, generational wealth does not come that easy, and if it comes that fast, some people don't know what to do with it. Because hey, it is the truth is the truth. They are born leaders, and they are followers. There are people that are meant to be multi-millionaire, and there are people that are not meant to be. Okay, so the question is, what are you? Do you want generational wealth, or do you just want to be rich and call it a day? That's why you see a bunch of people come on my channel. Oh, what do you think about, what price do you think Casper is gonna be? Dude, I wish I knew that. I don't have a crystal ball. All I'm doing is read the market and make my moves according to that. You see somebody, oh, but you know what? I wish Casper is got $10 today. Really? Then what? Then what? Depends on what you want. If you, I just talked to you about Bitcoin, right? What do you think those of them that had 10,000 Bitcoins and then Bitcoin went to $3,000 and they sold it all? What do you think they're doing right now? Because, first of all, they did not study Bitcoin. They did not understand what Bitcoin was. And they did not, for sure, did not make a plan for generational wealth. They didn't. Because if they had studied Bitcoin and they had made a plan for generational wealth, they wouldn't sell 10,000 Bitcoins at $2,000. They wouldn't. Same thing is going right now with Casper. And everybody and their grandmama still not understanding what exactly is in front of them. Because, one, they're looking for green candles, which for sure I can tell you I've seen. Go look at YouTube or any social media. That's what go watch any YouTube channel you want and read the comments. That's what everybody's focusing on. Oh, 50 cents and I'm going to sell. Oh, 10 cents and I'm going to sell. Then what? Go back to the same 9 to 5 again? Is that really what you want? If that's what you want, then okay, go ahead and do it. But one thing for sure is not what I want. I'm looking for generational wealth, in which I told you guys, I am 40 years old, 41. Okay, 40. I just clocked 41 this year. By the time I'm 45, I do not want to do this. Hell to the no. I do not want to do it. And even if I do it, let it be my own company, my own business. You understand? Get up every morning and put on this uniform to be like, yeah, that is my company, not for somebody else. Okay? That is what I want. Now, you can come over here, oh, but you said it was going to go to $2. So what? I said it, and then what? Is my investment or your investment? What are we talking about here? Because you was busy trying to chase that green candle, right? Do your research and look at where Casper is going. Casper is the real Ethereum killer. It's going to replace Ethereum, and you are going to see it. And I say, like many times I told you before, Casper is going to be the only coin that will be looking at Bitcoin in the face. It's going to be a fight for two, and then those cracks are going to start showing. People are going to start shipping into Casper, and before the whole world, everybody and their grandmama, before they start doing that, you, my friend, you want to be in that play. You want to be in that play. You want to be like Uncle Tommy. You want to be like Uncle Tommy today. He was like, Grandma trying to call. So I call Uncle T, and he was muffling again, right? He was busy muffling. I was like, Uncle T, what the hell, bro? He's just like muffling. And Grandma is yelling from the on the top, the living room. You know, Grandma, you know, if you have your grandma, even the remote, the TV remote is right in front of her. But Grandma always do that. You want to call you. Tommy, come on, get me the remote. But you know, you're like, come on, Granny. The remote is right there in front of you. Just reach your hand and grab it. Tommy, where you at? But Uncle T, yesterday, since day before yesterday, he was trying to sneak that cheesecake in, right? This time, he managed to sneak it. He went over there and stole it. And his bad luck, when he has it in his mouth, that's when Grandma want to call him. So he was busy snuffing. he was busy, you know. He already halfway of the cheesecake in his mouth, and Uncle Tony like, man, I can't spit it out, and I can't swallow fast enough. He was busy like stuffing his mouth, trying to hurry up to eat it before going upstairs to find out what Grandma needs. That was so funny to me, man. That was. You know what? Let me show you what I mean by that. For those of you who don't get it, look right here. Grandma was like, I thought I had 2 pieces of cheesecakes. I thought I had 2 pieces of cheesecakes. And all she did is look down to try to get the remote. And if she couldn't get it, I'm like, Tommy, come here. Uncle T goes to the kitchen. In the process of giving her the remote, while Grandma looks on the other side, Uncle T, he tried to stuff the whole cheesecake in his mouth. I'm like, God damn, Uncle T, come on. You know? Oh, man. That was the funniest thing ever. So he's not like trying to talk with the cheesecake stuff in his mouth. All right. So, but anyways, going back to what we're talking about, dude, it's your investment, right? You don't need to consult me about it. I'm not your financial advisor. Hey, if you want to know, okay, for those of you who don't know, I am an engineer. I am a process engineer. That's what I am, not your financial advisor. Okay. But anyways, yeah, you don't have to consult me when it comes to your investment. And I am for sure, I'm not going to consult you when it comes to my investments. You see my methods you want to follow? Great. If you don't want to follow, that's great. At the end of the day, I will tell you, I told you so. You will see. It's coming, right? It is coming. Like I said, Casper is going to surprise you. But the short term and long term is going to surprise you. Okay? Yeah. For you trying to chase green candles, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should go watch more of Crypto Jones' channel. That's what you should be doing. But anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the markets. Let's see how the market has been performing. Yeah, a lot of people are calling for Reg City. Some of them have already closed shop already. That's the funniest thing ever. Anyways, yeah, let's start first with crypto bubbles. What do we see? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, altcoin season 2026. Anyways, yeah, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. If we look at this here, you'll see for the past hour, Casper is up 0.1%, 2.6% down on the day, 10% down on the week, 12.7% up on the month, and 48.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.29 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $66.45 million. Again, pay attention to that volume. It is very, very low. Something is about to happen, okay? Anyways, now we go to look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. So for Quant, we have 0.3% up the last hour, 3.7% down on the day, 10.2% down on the week, and we have here 0.3% down on the month. Last but not the least, look at the yearly, 80.9% up on the year. Remember when I was telling you guys that number was negative, it was going to go positive, blah, blah, blah. But well, what do you see? Well, sitting at the market cap of $1.58 billion and a 24 hours volume sitting at $19.60 million. I told you. Look at that volume. Okay. Now we look at the Japanese Bitcoin, Jasmy. What do we have going on here? 0% laying flat the last hour, 5.6% down on the day, 11.4% down on the week, 18.5% up on the month, and 34.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $706.65 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $31.06 million. Again, pay attention to that volume. Now, looking at Jasmy's numbers, that will tell you that Bitcoin is either going sideways or is going down, just by looking at Jasmy's numbers. Okay, now we look at Cubic, high risk, high reward, like I told you guys, right? We have here 0.9% down the last hour, 5.2% down on the day, 2.6% down on the week, 92.8% up on the month, and 46.1% up on the year. I do remember when I was telling you guys, pay attention to that yearly number too, right? You see? Anyways, yeah, sitting at the market cap of $314.98 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $7.91 million. Now we look at the big guy itself. Okay, big guy, Bitcoin. See, this is why the coins are doing what they're doing. Bitcoin is going correction. There's a little correction, always going sideways. Okay, you can see for the past hour, 0.3% down, 1.6% down on the day, 3.8% down on the week, 3.7% up on the month, and 94.7% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.25 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $37.68 billion. Okay, everything is happening just like I told you, and everybody else and their grandmama, they are busy looking at it that way. So yeah, everybody telling you different. Money is gonna trickle down. Money is gonna. Oh my God! Did you see the Bitcoin price? Bitcoin is going down, right? Look at the entire market. Why is the why is the altcoins not pumping? Why? I told you, money is not gonna trickle down. Bitcoin pumps, altcoins pump. Bitcoin dump, altcoins dump. The money getting out from Bitcoin, go look at those crypto stocks. Go look at the ETFs. You're going to see the inflows. They are taking money from the coins to crypto stocks. I'm telling you, that's what is happening. And then with the stock market being at all-time high, when that shit crashes, you are about to figure out that khaki is not leather. So please, those of you chasing those green candles, I'm only telling you, July, August, September. That's what we are paying attention to. Depending on what the macroeconomy does. Watch the Fed with two eyes, not with one eye. Two eyes. If you can get another pair of eyes to watch the Fed, go ahead and do that. Because most people are not going to realize it until it's late. Until it's late. Job market is already failing. It's already fall. I mean, like, it fell. There's no two ways about it. No amount of rate cuts is going to prevent the U.S. from hitting, that brick wall. And the later the wait, the worse it's going to get. Not to the upside, to the downside. You're about to see, okay? Those of you talking about 2026 altcoins, okay? Let's watch and see. All I know, I'm going to watch for those 3 months. If there is still bearish, if there is still bullish signs on there, I will keep my shop open. If not, I'm closing shop, which again, it is showing the signs of that happening. They are getting higher, higher and higher. But I'll keep monitoring the market. But anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's look at prices in details. And let's grab our good friend TradingView. Let's see the correlation first, which is what is more important right here, to see what the Dixie is doing. Whoa, Dixie going down. Bitcoin going down. That's why I'm telling you, this looks like a trap. You can look at it. There's no two ways about it. It looks like a trap. Okay. Anyway, let's go look at prices in details. This is Casper on the 1 hourly. Okay. On the 1 hourly, we have an inverse head and shoulder forming right now, which you can see if you look first here, there, and here. That's an inverse head and shoulder. Okay. And now we look for a candle that will close under 8.7 cents. Right there. We haven't seen anyone yet. They just wick down and wick up. That's what we see. Normally they use this kind of stuff to liquidate a bunch of people. Like I've been telling you, if Casper goes above 11 cents, there is over $20 million that are going to be liquidated. $20 million worth of shorts. There's much money. There's more money going up than going down. So yeah, you guys already know how these market makers operate. Because look at this candle. See that candle? And look at the moving ribbon. That tells you a lot. Anyways, now, if you go look at it on the 4 hours, you will see the same thing. Okay, look at the candle and look at the ribbon. It is squeezing. It hasn't turned green yet, but it's it's going upwards and it's squeezing. So yeah, that should tell you a lot. That's why for me, let it do what it does. I don't care. My positions are already set and I'm waiting. Okay, so again, if you look at it on the daily, just like I've been telling you, don't pay attention to those price action. Pay attention to the things like first, the ribbon, second, the moving average. Can you see the ribbon? Look at it right there. Everything you're looking at, this price action right here is irrelevant. Look at this ribbon. See how it has begun to squeeze, right? It is squeezing. And look at the candles. Higher lows, higher lows. Look at the candles. Higher highs, higher highs. This thing is going to break upwards. So yeah, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want to do with the information. But so far, like I always tell you guys, we have the before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Okay, now is the before the trade happening on Casper because we did not break that 12 cents. So we came back down. It's the before the trade. But anyways, when you look at it this way, let me go on the weekly right quick. If you look at it this way, we haven't met the target yet. We haven't. If you look at it, the target is at 18 cents. Okay, on the weekly, we are in the second stage, which is during the trade. That's where you are right now. So yeah, until we hit that 18 cents, there is no deciding yet. This thing is just it will do its thing. All we have to do is be patient and wait if you have leverage positions open. Okay, but anyways, price targets haven't changed. We're still, first of all, that 12 cents, break it. 15 cents resistance. We have 18 cents, which is the target of this move. We have 19, we have 20, and then all-time high and price discovery. So yeah, we're gonna sit tight. It's gonna happen. I told you this thing is gonna start to run like crazy because FOMO, I can calculate that FOMO is gonna start happening by the second week of August. You are going to see, okay? Because right now online activity, on-chain activity is off the chart. Off the charts. I'm well, I have not much to tell you than sit tight and watch. You will see. Okay, now let's go look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. You see Quant, and you see people again, everybody and their grandmama, oh yeah, the bear market is here, the bear market is here. And I told you, and I'll keep saying it again. First price target 125. If you pay attention, we've hit that 125 and returned to the 110, 105, something like that, and bounce right back up there. That's what we are doing. Now, coupled that, if you add that the Bitcoin is doing its thing, yeah, you will understand why we are going sideways with Quant. Okay, but for those of you day traders, that's why you're looking at bad price action, because when you zoom out, you will see that Quant is going sideways. It's bouncing between that resistance and support, right? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see this is what I'm telling you. Quant is busy bouncing, and if you look at it again, check out the ribbon. You see, it looks like Quant right now is trying to form a W on the 4 hourly. That's what it's trying to form. Okay, we haven't broken 125 yet. So those of you, again, if you look at the stages of the trade, as I usually say, before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade, this is the time. If I did not have a position, this is the time I would try to open one, because it's happening whether we like it or not. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, the same thing. Look, like I told you, despite the price falling, look at that ribbon. It's green, it's squeezing, and it's about to take off. It is happening whether you like it or not. Price targets are still the same, because like I told you, 125, okay, is the first target. It's very, very hard to break that resistance. We've been trying to break it for so long. And again, you can look at the trading activities. Okay, if you look at the trading activities, let me bring out my arrow. Right, 125. Okay, see, all this we couldn't, all this we couldn't. So even if you go backwards, you're going to see 125 is a very hard nut for Casper, for Quant to break. All this right here, 125, all this 125, even backwards, you are going to see it. Once Casper breaks, I'm such a Casper maxi, I'm beginning to call everything Casper. Once Quant breaks 125, next target will be 151, which I told you the entire move you're looking at right now is because Quant is looking for 151. Once we get there, 164 will be the next target. After that, 176. After that, 230, and we're gonna hit all-time high once we close a daily candle above 230. Okay, this is just a matter of time, because even on the weekly, look, despite the price action, ribbon still green, going upwards. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to sit there and cry about it. That's your problem, not mine. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick, start looking at Bitcoin, because again, I told you guys, since Bitcoin is not performing good, there's no point of looking at Jasmine. Okay, so Bitcoin right now, this is at the 4 hourly. Okay, on the 4 hourly, like I told you, we went past my green line, price was going to pump. By the time we hit that red line, The fear and uncertainty is happening. We already know that China and the US, they're still into these negotiation talks, and there's a lot of people just basically trembling with fear for nothing. That's why you're looking at right now, it's not just Bitcoin, stock market, everything is falling. That's the way you can see it right now, okay? So for me, yeah, it's an opportunity. This is not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time, okay? We have seen our magician, Trumpicius Magicius, busy trying to measure his deck against everybody on the social media. So, it's not the first time it happens, right? The other day he was trying to weigh his nuts against a former president. Today he's busy again, clicky clacky. The people that know him, if I was around him, I would grab that phone and keep it for at least 48 hours. That way he doesn't have to tweet anything. Because now all his tweet is what is causing all this chaos. But regardless, if you look at Bitcoin, okay, come on. Okay, look at that. We went past the green line. Yeah, we tried to pump, but yeah, the tariff come in, and right now we are doing the same thing, going sideways, trying to pick up from there. And like I told you guys, this tariff thing is going to happen, and everybody and their grandmama is going to panic about it. But when you look at the ribbon on the daily, you can see there is no point. There's no need to panic. And even though so, on the 18th we have the next green line, which again, we should be way above $120,000 by the time we hit the 18th, or who knows, like at least back to that $120,000 to retest it. But we know that on the 18th, the price is going to run. So it's up to you to do with this information whatever you want to do with it, okay? Anyways, now, let's go back real quick. Now, let's go look at my positions, okay? Like I said, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Because if you do that, my friend, Rec City always has a room for one more. and I hope that one more is not you. Okay, sit tight, relax. You got those months, July, August, September. You are going to make money. Relax. You will see. Okay, if you don't listen, that one more in Rec City is going to be you. Okay, but yeah, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. You have to practice, you have to try and errors and all that stuff. And if you want to venture into that stuff, again, I'm not your financial advisor, but if you want to try it, down below I do have Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix exchange. Follow those links, sign up, and meet their deposit requirements. Once you meet that, you are going to get free money. Once you get the free money, take $50 out, my friend. $50 to avoid all the wahala. Take at least $50 and practice. If you don't practice, yeah, big moo, big trouble. Big trouble. Okay, but anyways, that's up to you if you want to do it or not. Now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we're going to start with Bydfi, where I'm trading King Kaspa and I'm also trading Quant. You guys already know. And overall today, I am sitting at $12,600, as you can see. Now, if you look at my contracts, my Kaspa, I'm down 55%, which is $4,500. But everybody and their grandma don't understand it. Like I said, this is not what I'm looking at. If you look at Kaspa, by the time this thing hits $1, this position will be up $50,000. Okay, if you go $3, I will be up $172,000. Okay, $5, I will be up $294,000. We hit my moon boy price, $10, I will be up $599, almost $600,000. Okay, all this price action we are about to find out. Because I'm telling you, you only got this month. By the time these smart contracts go live, you're about to figure out the difference between khaki and leather. They look alike, but they are not the same. You're about to figure out. Now, if you look at my quant, I am up 5%, which is $600 approximately. For me, what I'm looking at, look, if we hit that $400 all-time high, this position will be up $47,000. I told you guys, if Quant did not perform good, bearish is $700. $700, this position will be up $95,000. If quant performs average, we are talking about $1,500. Average, this will put me at $222,000. Okay, now let's say bullish price is going to be $3,500. This will put me at $541,000 for quant. Now the ideal price, if everything falls the way it's supposed to, is $5,000. Let's just say all the stars align and the Milky Way becomes what it is, then yeah, we are going to have this position sitting at $780,000. That's the prices I'm looking at. This right here, they're just temporary. Let's watch the market and see what happens. Okay, now let's go look at Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading King Kaspa, as you guys already know, and I am also trading the Japanese Bitcoin Jasmine. My overalls today is sitting at $7,900. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my Jasmine, I am still down 74%, which is $8,100 approximately. And for my Casper, I am still down 3%, which is $142. Okay, but for Jasmine, like I told you guys, okay, for me, all-time high, we can pass it. By the time we hit all-time high, where is it? By the time we hit all-time high, which was 30 cents, this position will be up $98,000. For me, I told you, I think Jasmine on this run, we can hit that 60 cents without a problem. Okay, so at 60 cents, we are talking about $210,000 in profit. If everything goes all right and they do some lockups and whatever they're talking about, we can see Jasmine at $1. In which it happens, I will be up $359,000. Okay, so those are the prices I'm looking at for Jasmine. Same goes to Casper. Like I told you guys earlier when I was showing you guys the position on Casper, I told you, okay, if we go to $1, this position will be up $84,000. Okay, at $3, I will be looking at $268,000. At $5, I will be looking at $452,000. And then at $10, I will be looking at $912,000 approximately. So yeah, those are the numbers I'm looking at, and let's see what the market does. Maybe maybe not. Things are going to play out, all right? But anyway, now last but not the least, week's exchange. Here I am trading Casper, and I'm using quant as for a competition between a friend of mine and me. Let's see who's going to make more. The same amount of money, the same leverage, and let's see. He's using Solana and I'm using quant. Anyways, if you look at it, my overall today is sitting at $5,200. Okay, now looking at my contracts, okay, you will see that here on my quant I am up $1,600 in profits, and on my Casper I am up $162 in profit. But again, like I said, for me, quant at all-time high $400, this position will be up $33,000. If quant underperforms, we're talking about $700, and this position will be up $66,000. Average price for quant this run $1,500. This will put me at $154,000 in profit. Bullish price will be $3,500, and this will put me at $374,000. Now, if everything aligns the way it's supposed to go, we are talking about a $5,000 quant, and this will put me at $539,000 in profit. Same goes to with the Casper. I told you guys, Casper, right? If you look at this position here at $1, I will be up $33,000. At $3, I will be up $107,000. Okay, $5, $180,000 in profit. Okay, we're looking at $7, $253,000 in profit. And last but not the least, $10. This will put me at $364,000 in profit. Again, these are the numbers I'm looking for. I'm sitting tight, watching the market, see what's going to happen. A lot of you guys who are busy trying to running for the hill, talking about the bull market is over with. Yeah, let's watch. Let's watch and see. All I know is, like the months I've been mentioning non-stop in this channel, you're about to figure out the difference. We're about to make us that money, and you will see. That's why I still have my positions open. Okay, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, I know I need to do a live one of these days. It's just like when I get off work, I'm so tired, I just want to take a shower and go to sleep. But I will try one of these days to make it live. Okay, and next one, please don't forget to like and comment. Okay, I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. I'm not your financial advisor. Okay, don't fight me over your own investments, because for sure I am not fighting you over my investment. It's my money, my decision, my strategy. Okay, if you want to follow, great. If you don't, so yeah, I want to know what you think about all that stuff. And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Okay, until I see you next one, please don't argue don't argue with people over your own investment. It's your money. You can do whatever you want to do with it. All right, see you in my next video. All right, bye bye.